The iQue Player is a home video game console released in 2003 by iQue in a partnership with Nintendo. It sold for 499 Chinese yuan, which is about $120 today, converted and adjusted for inflation. In China, it's called Yu, which translates to Divine Gaming Machine. This console was never released in English-speaking countries, but the name iQue Player is visible in the instruction manual. China has a large black market for video games, and usually only a few consoles officially make it to the Chinese market. Many Chinese gamers tend to purchase pirated cartridges or disc copies, or download copied game files and play them with an emulator. Nintendo wanted to stop software piracy in China and bypass the ban that the Chinese government had placed on home video game consoles since 2000. Basically, Nintendo was trying to deal with the clone console problem in China, so they came up with the genius idea of cloning their own console. The iQue Player is constructed with the same logic as N64DD or Stellaview, where the games are stored on 64MB flash cards. The 64MB flash card is contained within a cartridge that plugs directly into the console itself, which doubles as a controller. The controller features an analog thumbstick and a directional pad on the left side, a power and start button in the center, and 6 face buttons on the right side, which include the traditional Nintendo A and B buttons, as well as 4 directional buttons labeled C. This lesser-known Nintendo console has 14 games, all of which were previously published by Nintendo in other countries. The list of classic game titles include Mario 64, F-Zero, Super Smash Bros., and Mario Kart 64. Games were purchased at a special iQue depot where the games could be downloaded onto the cartridges and played later. Although in contrast with N64, the iQue Player uses system-on-a-chip technology in order to reduce the size. There is no difference between the N64 version and the iQue version of these games except for the fact that text and in some cases voices have been translated to Chinese. However, being that the iQue games are newer than the N64 counterparts, many of the glitches and errors from the original games have been fixed. Some extra features with the iQue Player include the option for parental controls by setting an age limit. Also, there's the possibility to set the console's real-time counter, which gives the option to put playtime limits on the system. All of those features are enabled by a 4-digit password that can be enabled by the parent and would be required by the player to access the game menu each time the unit was turned on. After being produced for 13 years, the iQue was finally discontinued in 2016, having sold an estimated 12,000 consoles. The iQue at-home service remained active for another 2 years until it was finally put offline in 2018, and the best-selling game for the system was Dr. Mario. This video was a segment from my Iceberg documentary on every single video game console ever made, so if you're into that sort of thing, you should definitely go check it out. You can follow me on all social media at IcebergDocs. Like, subscribe, click the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.